No, I think at minimum a 500 season.
Really? That's what we said about this year.
They don't have an option.
They don't have an option?
No.
Well, why? So they must be 500 is what you're saying.
I don't think Tepper's going to stand for anything less.
I was going to say, I don't think they have an option.
No.
The new coaching staff?
Anybody.
So let's say, what if we go 3-13 next year? What happens?
Everybody gets reset again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's that terrible, I don't know. They might give them 1 year because if you look at Temple and Baylor, but it's not going to be 2 years.
Matt Rhule's Baylor, like his first year, Baylor was awful, but then.
Well, it's because they had no scholarships. They had no nothing.
See, I didn't understand the circumstance of that, but that when I was looking at
there was a huge thing. They got like basically the death penalty of a program, which is all but.
And what was that for?
I mean, like they did. It was this huge sexual scandal, like
guys in the locker room, or
no? Who was it? Oh, it was a huge thing though, like where they got stripped of all scholarships, they got stripped of all recruiting, they got. It was. Huh?
Baylor?
Yeah.
Wow.
They, and that wasn't Ken Starr part of that?
I think so. Oops, sorry.
The guy from the Clinton impeachment?
And from the Trump impeachment as well. Oh, yeah.
Part of Baylor?
Yes. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I don't really remember this.
Baylor football, NCAA, there's a growing fear that the NCAA simply has it in
the last
school.
College football scandal I paid attention to was Joe Paterno. When he died.
That was gross.
And then the statue coming down or whatever. Or they were talking about taking I haven't really paid attention since then.
Ken Starr was as president of Baylor University after school was rocked by sexual assault scandals.
Yeah.
Disgraced former Baylor University president Ken Starr, best known for his role investigating Bill Clinton, has been added to the Trump legal defense team. Hold on.
Here's what it was. According to sources, the NCAA believes that football players at Baylor had a different set of rules than students when it came to disciplinary cases. That's a major violation if the NCAA can prove it. The NCAA feels that Baylor was using a dated system to handle the football program, much the way problems were addressed in the 70s or 80s.
So they had a different set of disciplinary rules than the rest of the.
Like there was all these sexual assault things, but
from football players and
they got it because the optics of mishandling sexual assault claims at one of its member institutions, one that has a record of bad headlines a century, cannot go unpunished.
This article on Raw Story also says the sexual assault scandal began after a Baylor football player, Sam, I'm not even going to say it, Uchawu, was convicted of rape in July. An appeals court reversed the decision and ordered a new trial for the second time in 2 years. Testimony during the trial revealed that though Baylor investigated the allegations against him, it failed to take any punitive action. Soon after the conviction, a wave of additional sexual assault allegations were made by female students. An investigation by an outside law firm retained by the university found a pervasive mishandling of sexual assault cases. So, yeah.
And it says in one case, a member of the administration directed the academic status of a football player to former Baylor president Ken Starr, who handled the situation to keep the player eligible.
And so
there was a whole lot of things. And then it was another sexual assault was ignored by administrators and hidden from the athletic department.
So all this happened like up through 2016, and then they cleaned house, and Matt Rhule came in after that?
Well, it wasn't just that. Up through 2016, after they cleaned house, they docked. They really nailed Baylor. Didn't they strip the scholarships?
All scholarships, and recruiting was curbed, and Baylor issued a letter that he didn't handle anything incorrectly.
That helps put the context of his record, or gives context to his record.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the same thing at Temple. Temple had a huge restart into their program. He's a turnaround guy. That's what he does.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't aware of all that. Because his time at Temple wasn't spectacular. I mean,
no, but it compared to what I mean, like he's a turnaround guy. He's very well known to be a guy that can build you up out of the ashes.
I just wish
I don't know what his long-term sense is, but
I wish we wouldn't be the guinea pig for seeing if his methods work in the NFL. Like, let's say he went somewhere else and turned them around after 4 years, and then we were able to steal him away because his contract was over.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out if he's a NFL guy.
Panthers News Blitz.
Made with bits of real Panther, so you know it's good.
This is the Roaring Riot Podcast.
Now, of course, it's time for my final four.